Hi folks, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg and this is all Aboot candles. I have a review for you today from Goose Creek, so let's just get right into it. This is Orange Cream Sherbet from their sort of like beachy kind of carnival last wave of summer candle collection. I enjoyed this one. It was not perfect by any means, but I think Goose Creek does a really good job of sort of giving you exactly what they say they're going to give you. And this absolutely smells like an orange creamsicle. You know, the kind with the orange on the outside and the vanilla ice cream on the inside. Goose Creek does a really good job of nailing things like this, unlike Bath and Body Works these days, might I add. Anyways, the scent notes on this are juicy orange, soft peach, sugar, and creamy vanilla. Unfortunately, this fragrance is a little bit corrupt now due to the sort of dirty burn performance that it had, but it was a really lovely fragrance. And there was a little bit of a peach in there as well, which I really appreciate. I think it kind of made it a little bit more nuanced than this would be if it were just a vanilla and orange candle. That peach definitely gave the sort of top fruit note a little bit more of a depth and a personality than just being like a straightforward orange. It was a really lovely orangey peachy top note, and then the base to the mid of this was quite simply a smooth, sugary, kind of icy vanilla. What I liked about this candle is that there is a bit of a chilled element to it. I always complain about this with ice cream candles, that they get called an ice cream candle, but then they just smell like a bakery candle. I like it when there is an ingredient in an ice cream candle that gives it a sort of cooling effect. And I think that the orange note that they're using in this does a really good job. And there's also something a little bit cool and smooth about the vanilla that you sort of pick up in the base to mid range of this candle. And I really, really enjoyed burning the first 2/3 of it. And by the time we got down to the last third of it, the wax had started to change color a little bit. It started to get a bit darker. I caught a little bit of soot coming off of it. But the real disappointment was that the fragrance almost immediately became a little bit corrupt and didn't smell nearly as fresh or as bright as it did on the first 2/3 of the candle. And so I thought about crocking it or putting it under a heat lamp, but the fragrance had already gone kind of wacky. And so I just burned this outside. I just let the whole last third of it burn all in one, like 5 or 6 hour session. I was like outside having a glass of wine with a friend or two that night. And it was nice out there. I saw a lot of soot coming off of it, but that is partially because I just let it go off for too long and stopped bothering trimming the wicks because I was burning it outside. I mean, I sure hope my carbon tax doesn't go up. Har, har, har. I make that stupid joke every time I burn a sooty candle outside. Not a repurchase for me, and unfortunately I can't recommend it just based off of what happened to the last third of this candle. If you wanted to buy this just to put it under a heat lamp or in a candle crock, I think it would do really well that way. I mean, it was strong, so I should say this was a 7 for strength and throw. Absolutely a 7, maybe even a 7.5, and that is in my more open area. Definitely had a presence, definitely smelled like exactly what you wanted it to smell like. But, you know, I just can't heartily recommend it because, I mean, I treat these Goose Creek candles like they are toddlers. I keep a really close eye on them. I don't usually let them burn for longer than 2 hours. I keep the wicks really well trimmed, and so I don't know what I could have done to have prevented the last third of this candle from going so so wackadoodle. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm glad I experienced it. It was nice when it was nice, and yeah, it was an orange creamsicle candle. What can I say? Not exactly groundbreaking news here today at All Aboot Candles, but I enjoyed it for the most part, for those first 2/3 of it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you could give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, that would really mean the world to me. You can follow me on Instagram at allabootcandles, and you can email me allabootcandles@gmail.com. And until next time, my gorgeous, dear, wonderful candle-loving friends, say it with me. Let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, folks. Bye now.